Revelation 27. When the 1,000 years are over, Satan will be released from his prison.
It's easy to forget that some of the most popular contemporary music, from Destiny's Child to Outkast, is influenced by Christian music, gospel. Gospel music bloomed in America early last century, blending church singing with jazz and blues. And the last 100 years has seen countless artists all claiming their biggest musical influence is Jesus. Arguably the most popular gospel ensemble today is the Harlem Gospel Choir, who formed on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday in 1986. Bringing together some of the best singers from churches around New York's Harlem area. You probably remember them as the choir who backed U2 on their hit, I Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, from the movie and album Rattle and Hum. Other big gigs include performing for Pope John Paul II and playing for Nelson Mandela on his release. Intermittently, the Harlem Gospel Choir have to replace members who move on to other things. I'd read that the choir was currently holding auditions for new members. So I contacted their management, booked in an audition time, and headed off to New York. I'd sung in a hip-hop band, Raspberry Cordial, at university, so maybe I had a chance. Hello there.
How you doing?
Hi, I'm John and I'm here to see Dawn. I'm auditioning for the gospel choir.
Cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, they're letting me audition at the start.
They're letting you audition?
Yeah, Dawn.
I'm actually working next door. I'm going to come.
Oh, really?
See the show.
You're going to come and see the show?
I want to see you.
That's my stage there. Having flashbacks to the RMIT Battle of the Band competition. Hey, Dawn?
Yes.
Oh, g'day, I'm
nice
John.
to meet you. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, so what are you going to be auditioning? What are you going to be singing? Do you know?
Amazing Grace.
Oh. You're going to do the whole song, or?
No, I don't know until you tell me to stop, I guess.
Each one of these singers has an outstanding voice. So it's a little bit hard to audition.
Yes.
What the show here actually does is it takes what you would hear in a church, that gospel music that you'd hear in a church, to a whole different level.
A little bit on the stage? No?
Oh, my name's John.
John?
Hi, John.
Oh, you're going to audition?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who's John?
What now?
Yeah.
Now?
Hey.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm just from Australia, and I was in a band when I was in university called Raspberry Cordial. Put out this song, Melbourne Tram, and I'm doing Amazing Grace, if that's okay. You reckon you can follow? Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now can see.
All right.
'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did my grace near the hour I first believed. You can join in at any time if you want. Though many days grace, how sweet a sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now can I see.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
All right. Dawn.
Yes, hello? Any feedback? Maybe I can ask
She's
you.
gonna contact you.
Oh, she's going to contact
She
me.
got your information?
Yes. What did you think of the singing?
It was just boom, 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 like robot sound.
Ah, yeah.
If you decorated it just a little bit more.
Show him.
Shut.
Amazing grace.
Amazing grace. Amazing. Was blind, but now I see.
You gotta know that you've been lost.
Okay,
And you've been found.
Cool. Oh, man. Thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Well, I think that you have a lot of courage, really, to get up in front of that choir and sing, first of all. I mean, I think anybody that would get up in front of that choir, because they've got incredible voices, you know.
Yes.
But I think you just need to maybe put a little more gospel into it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and now that you'll get a chance to hear the choir and then you work on your music and come back.
Cool. Thought I'd come back and ask for feedback and advice.
Well, I thought you really sang from your heart. I really did.
There are all kinds of voices in gospel. Now, you have a good voice. You have a very clear tone. You have a good voice. Get some soul into it.
Yeah, yes.
And then that'll make the difference and you'll be on your way.
I can say also prayer.
A prayer?
Yes.
The truth?
Yeah, the truth.
It wasn't that good at all.
Oh, really?
No. It just wasn't that good. It was off key. It was.
No, that's okay.
Okay, it really wasn't. Now let's try it again. Zing.
Zing.
Grace. Okay, no.
No, what?
What else do you do?
That's it. It's
Oh.
like if I can't get into gospel singing,
Oh my
I
God.
could be living in a cardboard box. Sorry.
Get a cardboard box that's waterproof. You're gonna need it. Just stay away from singing.
Oh, really?
For real.
Jews and Muslims in the Middle East, they just can't seem to get along. Nowhere is this more apparent than in Israel, where according to Amnesty International, in 2002 alone, at least 1,000 Palestinians and 420 Israelis were killed in the ongoing conflict. But it's not like people haven't tried to broker peace. There's been a President Bush-backed peace plan, a Geneva-backed peace plan, a Saudi Prince Abdullah-backed peace plan, a CIA director-backed peace plan, an Egyptian President Mubarak-backed peace plan, a President Bill Clinton-backed peace plan, and that's just this millennium. But the peace plan that interests me most is the Pitt and Aniston plan of 2003. And no, it's not that there's coincidentally two high-ranking UN diplomats also called Pitt and Aniston. I'm talking about that Pitt and Aniston. In 2003, Jennifer Aniston, star of Friends, and Brad Pitt, star of Fight Club, became board members of an international committee formulating a new Israeli-Palestinian peace plan. On appointment to the board, they said, the last few years of this conflict mean that yet another generation of Israelis and Palestinians will grow up in hatred. We cannot allow that to happen. Other people on the committee include the brother of Yasser Arafat and the president of the World Jewish Congress. The issues Brad and Jennifer say they will address include redrafting borders, relocating Jewish settlements, defining holy sites, and withdrawing Israeli troops. Sure, we all know Jennifer has expertise in conflict resolution. what with having to patch up squabbles between Ross and Chandler at the Central Perk Cafe. But how the heck is Brad Pitt qualified? Nevertheless, when all is said and done, I like the idea of celebrities brokering peace. Let's face it, politicians and the so-called experts have been hammering away at it forever and they've achieved naught. I think it's about time to give our celebrities a go. This is the president of the Zionist Federation of Australia, Ron Weiser, the Deputy Chairman of the Australian Arab Communities Council, Fayez Lababedi, President of the Executive Council of Australian Jewry, Jeremy Jones, and Palestinian activist Jamal Daoud. And I thought I'd bring them together for a celebrity-backed peace plan. But of course, I needed a celebrity to broker the peace. But who? I decided on Sarah Marie, runner-up from Big Brother Series 1. She united Australia with her bunny-eared charms, so she seemed perfect. Hello, welcome everyone. This is Sarah Marie.
Hello. How are you all?
Good. Hey, take a seat. You got your seat.
Am I sitting here?
Yes. So what we're going to try to sort out here is the Israel problem, where there's obviously Sarah Marie knows a little bit about it, because what's your background? You said you once had a Jewish flatmate or whatever?
Yeah, I did. But I'm interested in all, and everything in life is interesting, I guess, in the way you meet a lot of people along the way in life and you learn different sides of their story of life. So it's just more intriguing and interesting, and there's a few questions I'd like to ask to everyone. Is the land that is offered to them fair? Do you think that's enough that they did? Is it you give them a certain amount what you feel they deserve, or what you feel they're entitled to? Like, do they get to say how much? Can they ask you how much they can have?
Well, all that the State of Israel wants, and don't forget 1 million Arab citizens are citizens of the State of Israel.
Yeah, I'm not taking a side. I'm just questioning.
No. But don't forget, those people are not keen to go and join a Palestinian state. They'd much rather.
But do you know
live in a
that
Jewish
from
state.
every speaking for every
It's a
single
democracy.
person?
They have 12 representatives in Parliament.
But that's
High Court
12
judges.
people. Do you know? Can you speak for every single person that's alive there
it's-
that they don't want to join?
It's a democracy.
No,
They want.
the life in West Bank for the Palestinian, the standard there is less than the standard for animals. And this is
But
what's
they're
happening.
saying if you do take that land, that there will be peace. Like eventually there will be peace. So
This
you
is what's happened.
won't be living the way you say that people are living now, and there won't be killing because
There will be no killing.
you will have your
There
own.
will be no killing because suicide bombings started in 1997.
That doesn't mean they have to
After the
continue
Oslo
now.
no, does not need.
No,
but
no,
why the suicide bombing started? The
after-
suicide
no,
bombing
do-
started because there is no hope for the Palestinians.
But I don't believe suicide bombing's proving anything.
No, it does not
Suicide-
prove
suicide
anything,
bombing started long before
but it proves one
1997.
thing. It proves one thing. It proves that the life of the Palestinians there is equal to death.
In the occupied territories, which are controlled by Yasser Arafat and the Palestinian Authority, if you speak out against Yasser Arafat, you'll be lynched, you'll be dragged along the street, you'll be shot, you'll be hung upside down.
So you're both proving things to each other. So you can honestly say if they did take what you have offered, that you'd honestly feel that there would be peace and everything would be solved just by offering land. Is there a lot more to it than just offering a piece of land and saying, now we want peace?
Look,
like you don't want to talk about history, but obviously
we can talk about history, but we're all going to have our own versions.
Any government will be existing.
We didn't
It
say this is
sounds
off the
like
table.
both sides, when you talk, it's almost like you're trying to prove or outdo each other. Like the whole idea of it is to speak what you can do to make peace, not who blew up who or who owns.
Big question being asked is, can we have peace? I say the side I want all of us to be on is the side of the future.
Maybe we need a fresh, young generation that will come up and say, enough blood has been spilt by both sides. And it's time to make peace.
What did you think of that? We're in there for a couple of hours.
I think it's pretty, I know at the end they both got a bit defensive. Oh no, we have been speaking positive, but they were outdoing each other. Like I felt like it was trying to, well, you've done this, I've done that. Like at the beginning, like it was a bit overwhelming. Like I almost felt like saying, like, grow up.
Let's try to get 5 points out of this.
Okay, 5 points.
The Sarah Marie 5-point Middle East peace plan. Hey, look.
I made it real quick, real simple.
It's for the Sarah Marie 5-point Middle East peace plan.
Okay, the first one, it's short and simple. That's just the person I am. Don't go too. Forgiveness, understand both sides have been hurt, like your history on both sides. You haven't been hurt as much as them and vice versa. You've all been hurt and destroyed in some way or another. Letting the general public like me have a better understanding. instead of you always hear on the news like the short snippets of and this and that, and you're just like, you get lost. Start teaching children in their schools the positive sides of their neighbours. Just starting, even though you haven't got, whoever hasn't got their land, whatnot, that doesn't stop people from teaching the younger generation of the positive sides. Let each other voice opinions, but have respect not to shut them down. You can accept that their opinion, but you don't have to prove or try and outdo one another. And the last one, which I think is real cute, is every Israeli child has a Palestinian pen pal. So you hear both sides, because children are innocent and they only learn what they learn from the world around them.
Thank you, Sarah. I think that was good.
Yeah, across the table, here we go.
Group hug.
Just say I'm following the wrong religion. I thought I'd road test some others. Vikings believe in the gods of pre-Christian Scandinavia, like Thor and the warriors of Valhalla. You might think the Viking religion is dead, but in San Francisco, USA, a small congregation still practices the ancient religion. I thought I'd go along to their veneration of the dead ceremony. And how long have you been a Viking for?
Oh, over 20 years. I've been a practicing priestess of the old religion. To the guest, be welcome among us.
And what exactly is mead?
Mead is honey wine.
It was off to the basement where she brews mead for the whole Viking congregation.
And here's our filter. Aren't these cute? This is our filter.
So I suck it through your underwear?
Yes, it's traditional. It has to be the priestess's underwear. Keep sucking. There you go. Don't move those. Move the panties.
Ah, yes.
This is going to be a divine batch. Ooh, very raw, but it's going to be really good.
And what's a kobold?
A kobold is a German version of a gnome or a sprite.
You had a kobold living in your cupboard when you were younger?
Yes, that's true. He was about 2 feet tall, maybe less. See, he looked like this, only thinner. And this, of course, is an elf because he's on a mushroom. That's more what he looked like. See how his clothes are all beat up and he had the little hat. He did not have the pipe.
So out of all the gnomes here, which one looks most like the kobold that you saw when you were young?
This one would be the closest because he was definitely old and he was all grizzled. See, here comes my raven. That's a pigeon. That's a pigeon.
It was off to the Viking veneration of the dead ceremony.
And you know what I really love about this outfit? You can wear it anywhere for anything. See how gorgeous this is going to be at the sunset? Sure. And that's Alcatraz. And here's the Odin drinking horn. And I brought the gnome notebook. And the oath ring goes in the east. I would like to welcome everybody to Einar Yar, our celebration of the ancestors and the dead. Around us and within us, Asgard and Midgard. First, I would offer a toast to Richard Harris, the actor. I would also like to toast Susan Marks. She was the widow of Harpo Marx, of the Marx Brothers. And then Bob Hope and William Steig, and he was the author of Shrek. And Dr. Atkins, the low-carb guy. And Warren Kramer, who wrote Casper the Ghost.
Johnny Cash. Actually, I've had a lot of people who've lost longtime pets.
I'd like to take a moment to praise all the everyday heroes who, knowing that they are dying, take time to sort their things out, and to all of those who have gone before in such pain.
These for Jam Master Jay from Run DMC.
Oh, yeah.
Who was shot in a recording studio late last year.
A great artist.
The animals that have died at the slaughterhouses, even though I'm not a vegetarian, I might be a hypocrite, but still.
I've asked Pat to help me, and I am cutting my hair for Christopher Lee.
Oh.
I still have his poster that Fritz gave me from when he worked on the film in '73. Thank you. The rite is ended, the folk go on.
Should John convert to the Vikings? Go to johnsafranversusgod.com and vote now.
In Malawi, as in many countries in Africa, there's widespread belief in animism. And recently, one manifestation of this belief system has been speculation that members of the government are in fact vampires. Rumours began in 2002 of vampire politicians roaming at night attacking people as they slept. President Bakili Maluzi stepped in to try to quash the rumours, saying no government can go about sucking the blood of its own people. That's thuggery. But he would say that, wouldn't he? He's a politician. Anyone who's ever met any politician anywhere, ever, wouldn't be so quick to dismiss the whole blood-sucking, bat-wing-flapping speculation. We're here at the House of Reps in Parliament House, Canberra, and we're going to be testing out the vampireness of Australian politicians.
There was no pressure brought on any of the agencies by the government to...
Vampires hate crucifixes, but Paul Neville MP seemed unaffected.
Jazzed up a bit. It was still...
Next was the garlic. They shunned garlic, but again the police seemed unaffected.
And it hasn't.
The mirror. Vampires have no reflection, but Julie Gillard MP did. Then the holy water. This makes vampires break into convulsions, but Bronwyn Bishop didn't even break into a sweat.
A non-taxed benefit.
How do you respond to claims you're a vampire?
That's a pretty good remark. In what regard?
And in regard to like drinking blood and wearing bat capes and stuff.
And you suggest that's been said about me?
Yes.
You can add it to the list, but I've never heard it.
And that is plain as day.
Thank you.
Excuse me, how do you respond to accusations you're a vampire?
I think that's a really interesting question, and I'm puzzled as to why you would present yourself at a doorstop interview this morning bearing remarkable resemblance to one. Good morning.
Do it. Damn, I wish I said something cleverer to Rudd when he accused me of being the vampire. I didn't have anything in my arsenal. Hey, you're the one with pasty skin, man. Damn, I'm really bad when I'm not reading an auto cue. Unfortunately, unlike Malawi, which is overrun with vampire politicians, Australia appeared to only have one. Kevin Rudd.
The chalice you just had and the balls you just put in your pocket. Turn the camera off, both.
I can't believe here in Canberra they just make up laws as they go along. For example, this guy comes out to us and says, no props, and says you're not allowed props on parliamentary ground. Like, where's that from? Like, he just made up that law. Listen, I'm not one prone to hyperbole, but this is like Nazi Germany. Now, you probably noticed that I spent a fair bit of time in America filming this show. And while I like Americans, every Australian I know ridicules them. Apparently Americans are really stupid, culturally insular, and have no concept of the world outside their own borders. Unlike you. Point to Zaire on this map. Go on, you smug fuck, show me where it is. I'll give you 10 seconds. Come on, you're not a dumb American, come on. If you couldn't point to Zaire, you're an idiot. If you could point to Zaire, you're an idiot too. Zaire changed its name to the Democratic Republic of the Congo in 1997, the place where more than 3 million people have died in a civil war since 1998. And I hope you didn't point to the Republic of the Congo. You do know that the Republic of the Congo is a totally different country to the Democratic Republic of the Congo. My point being, whilst you're chuckling about how dumb Americans are and whacking off to your copy of stupid white men, 3 million people died in the Democratic Republic of the Congo and you didn't even notice. Until next time, go to hell.